Hey everyone. So I'm gonna wait until I see somebody. But today I wanted to talk about how to deal with loneliness and depression, especially because it's wintertime and it seems like everyone around me is depressed. Hey, someone! Hey, can you leave a chat? There are more people coming. Hey, can you say hey to me in the chat so I can see who's here? All right, so I wanted to talk about how to deal with loneliness. Majda! Hey girl! My African queen Majda. Hey girl. So how to deal with loneliness and depression, especially when it's winter and it's getting dark out. And honestly, it seems like everybody's in a bad mood. Like I'm getting into fights with family members, I'm getting into fights with my friends. Not fights, but just like there's this off energy around everyone. And I feel like it could be natural because of the weather change and because it's getting so dark so soon. Hey, Much, I'm your fan too. But and then there are some people in other communities who are talking about retrogrades and the planets moving around and all that in the third and how that affects. I don't know too much about that, but I hear people talking about that as well. Um, and also at my school that I go to a university, and this university has a lot of suicides. So a lot of people are depressed because of the crazy workload around this time. The semester is about to end, and people are stressed out and literally killing themselves. Like literally. And in order to keep myself sane and not to like go deep into depression, because I've been depressed before and I'm not depressed now. But sometimes I feel sad and I feel like, oh man, it's that time. And what I'll do is I'll try to spend time with this lovely lady right here. Oh, hi Mina. Hey girl. Mina Case, I think. Kise? Keys? Yeah, Keys. Keys. Okay. Hey girl, we're just talking about how to deal with this depression and all these stinky mood people in the wintertime. So yeah, people commit suicide. The university I go to, they commit suicide at very high rates because of the stress, but because of the weather and because it's up north and it gets dark really soon and it's cold all the time. It's either cold, raining, and dark or snowing. Yeah, thank you. So yes, Majda. So how I personally deal with loneliness and depression, especially when I'm in school and like I don't have any friends around me, because I'm like my head is down, I'm working hard, is I try to spend time with this lovely dog right here. She makes me feel better. If you don't have access to animals, I'd say to spend time with your family. It is the holiday season for a reason. People get together for a reason around this time, and it's because we kind of need that communal energy and that spirit when it is dark and gloomy and cold. So if you can spend time with your family, that would help. And be open, like be open about your feelings. Don't keep it in. And if to go even further, if you have access to any type of counselor, mental health counselor, that could help as well. Um, and also, I heard that eating fruits could help. So if you eat strawberries, kiwi, any oranges, like fresh fruit helps with depression as well. And if you're like me, where I go through long periods of time where I have to be lonely, I'll just call up a family or like a close friend. I have a good friend that's been my best friend for 15 years. I call her up or call some family members up. Um, oh yeah. So why do we tend to be lonely during the winter? Mina, that's a great question. I think it's because of the weather. And people aren't out doing as much things as they do in the summertime when it's just like full of activities. Everything is activity oriented, right? Like everyone's going out to the beach, everyone's going shopping, everyone's going out here, outside cafe, meeting people on the street. Hey, how you doing? I mean, you don't feel lonely when you're always seeing people moving around in the streets in the summer or spring. But in the wintertime, most people it's too cold to be outside. So people stay in the house. Writing not to feel depressed and lonely is the best thing to do. So what would you write about, Majda? Like, what are some things that you would write about? And Mudge says, I don't have family. That's why I'm feeling so sad most of the time. Like, zero family, unfortunately, but I try to focus on my future and leveling up. Definitely. Definitely. So, is it you don't have family here in the United States, or you just don't have family, um, like at all? Like, is everyone gone now? But I personally will listen to music, try to put my head down and know, like, just know that it's especially this time of the year where things get really hard, people feel really depressed and lonely because it's cold and it gets dark so soon and it's gloomy outside, you know? So you just have to keep that in mind. And it's just a short amount of time. It's just a couple of months before the sun starts coming out longer, staying out longer, and the sun the sun helps. Like having access to the sun, having the sun around you all the time, it really helps our mood. It provides vitamin D. We need vitamin D to be healthy as humans. And it definitely helps with your mood. Like people who live in sunny places tend to have better moods. People who live in dark and gloomy, cold places tend to feel really lonely and depressed because of the environment in and of itself. And in like a cold and gloomy environment doesn't afford a lot of opportunities to mingle and mix with a lot of different people because everyone's outside and alone and like cold in their house. Yeah. So I would just keep in mind that it's just for a shorter period of time. I know it can be depressing, but get through it because the next when spring comes, it'll be better. You know, just think like when spring comes, it'll be better. I would sit down, like educate myself, take this time that you're not really moving around and talking to people and you feel lonely to maybe like pick up a book and read, you know, fill your mind with positive things, make yourself smarter in that time. So when you do go back out the next season to talk to people and do a whole bunch of mingling and a whole bunch of activities, you have you have more to offer. You'll become a more interesting person because you've taken that time to educate yourself and to sit down and read books or whatnot. Um, so I myself, you know, like for me personally, like I feel like a lot of people around me are super stressed at this time due to school or their profession, and like it's just for me, I'm having a hard time learning how to deal with these people who are kind of like making my life harder. And these are people I have to spend time with because, you know, they're at school or they're my family or I live close to them. Yes, Mina. Yes, honey. Yes, girl. Yes, Mina. Mina said, fill your time listening to a Shiver 7-1. Yes. Yes, I agree. Girl, I do that. I was doing that today. I do that almost every day. And this is like the best time to do it. Like Mina, I really feel like it's the best time to do it because you know a lot of people not going out. So you spend this time to learn and to fill your mind up with good knowledge, good information so that you can go and use it in the next season. Maja said, I don't have family at all. Yes, because of oh no. I'm writing about manipulation and psychology things. I would like to know how do you organize your time in life stuff when depressed? How do you organize your time and life stuff when you're depressed? Okay. I say, you know, if it helps, if you're that type of person where a structured schedule helps you, when I'm doing schedules, I take like a board, like a calendar board, or even a tack board where you can put like tacks on it to hold up things, and then I'll write out the things that I need to do every day on one side where it has the note taking writing side, and on the other side I will put each thing that I need to get done for that specific day on the calendar. So I would prioritize a couple of things that you want to get accomplished that month, like depending on the size of the task. If there are things you would like to accomplish, I would put it to where you can see it and then make a date for yourself of when you'd like to accomplish it. That helps me when I'm really trying to get stuff done. But it's hard for me to stick to structures because I'm just like a person that's all over the place. I like to do things. Like I like to create habits that are useful. So reading every day or listening to Shira 7 every day or doing something every single day, like have a bigger goal and make sure like all the little things that you do every single day are dedicated to reaching that goal. I think that'll help. It'll make you feel good. And then like when you do that, when you operate like that, you know, you don't necessarily have to schedule all your life's activities on a calendar or you know, on an agenda, because you know you've organized your life in a way where everything that you do brings you closer to your main goal, whether that is to level up, whether that is to start a business, whether that is to get married or start a family. Can you do a favorite book video? Oh, like a favorite book video? Like one of my favorite books, Mina? Sure, I can do that. No doubt. I did you see my review for Shira Seven's book? I did a book review for Shira Seven's book. Okay, okay. You saw that. Okay, okay. Cool. All right. And Majda said Shira Seven is healing so many women, so many women. What do you think of her dark energy theory in her second channel? Majda, that's a great point you brought up. Okay, that is an excellent point you brought up. Okay, so 2 winters ago, not last winter, but the winter before last. Let me think. What did I do last winter? Yes, the winter before last. I was in Egypt and I was living in Sinai. I was living in southern Sinai in Dahab, which is like a hippie commune. That is when I discovered Shira Seven's videos on dark energy, and that's when I discovered the whole idea of dark energy. At that time, I wasn't so depressed because I was on this beautiful beach in Sinai in the desert on the Red Sea. It was beautiful every day. It never got really cold. The coldest it got was like 50 degrees, you know, 55 maybe. And I started working with dark energy back then 2 winters ago. Yes, Majda, you know Dahab, girl. We need to take a trip to Dahab. Sinai, yes, Sinai. I used to live in Sinai, Egypt, and that's when I discovered Shira, and that's when I discovered dark energy. And I would just sit and watch all those videos and try to learn as much as I could. I got myself out of a really bad place because at that time in my life, I was played. I was played by some guy because I didn't know about the whole concepts of like dusties and whatnot. And I used dark energy to get myself out of that situation. What I would do is when it was dark, 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 I would go out onto the beach and just sit in the sand and look into the night sky where all the stars and just imagine my life. So I think that stuff really works. It does help if you sit down in like a dark closet and just visualize the life that you want and everything that you want. It works. It works. And it works even better if you are in a place like Sinai, right? Like if you're in a place where there aren't a lot of people, it's a very spiritual place. It gets dark outside and you can connect with nature. If you can't create that, I was like super spoiled and everything that I manifested from when I was in that spot, like it manifested pretty quickly for me. I do practice manifestation. I will sit in front of like a little small altar and write the things that I want down and like meditate on it and really think and really feel grateful. And I might burn that piece of paper with all the things that I want on it. I might burn it over a candle and feel and make sure I release that that energy of gratitude. That helps me, but I'll be in the dark doing that, you know. And sometimes you do have to recreate these environments that aren't so easy to manifest in, like America, or if you're in like a big city, maybe you go into the closet, maybe you go into a dark closet and like think about all the things you want to manifest and write it down. You can do candle work. You can use candle magic. It helps. Candles are really good for like focusing on your intent and what you want to manifest. That's why many of us use candles. But yeah, so you could do that. You can meditate and work with dark energy and manifest to kind of deal with the loneliness and depression a lot of us may go through at this time of the year. So that could help. And Majda said use candles too. Yeah, candles are really important. Candles are super, super, super important. And they help. So yeah, that's what I would do. So what are some of the things we went over? We went over connecting with the people around you because this is holiday season and there's a reason why holiday season is in the cold, dark months. because as humans, we start to feel sad and lonely around this time. Um, if you have access to an animal, you can play with a little animal. They're great. They're great companions. They don't make you feel so lonely. They don't make you feel lonely at all. Connect with your family, have access to animals, eat fruits, try to spend time in the daylight. A little bit of daylight we do get when it's dark out. So, yeah. And definitely manifest with dark energy because there's plenty of darkness around you at this time. Plenty. It gets dark early. You might go sit out in the nature, even though it's cold, but you can get a lot of stuff done. You can manifest a lot when you particularly are out in nature and in the dark. You can just visualize more. If you could look out into some type of emptiness, that's why when I was in Deb, when I was in Sinai, so I was in the desert. I was on the Sinai Mountains in the desert, on the Red Sea, and I would go out, and it was like it's an empty place. Like I lived in a hippie commune. Where you going? I lived in like a hippie commune where a lot of people didn't live, and I would just go out into the beach and just look out into nothingness. There was nothing out there. Actually, if some of the camping places out there, there's this place called Abu Galoum. When you camp out there, you literally feel like you are in outer space because of the Sinai Mountains and how the stars and how the moonlight reflects off of the mountains, and it's like pitch black everywhere. It literally looks like you are in outer space. And I've tried to take pictures, but you can't just take a picture of that like with a normal iPhone. Like you have to have a professional camera to really capture that type of scenery. It's crazy, and especially in the dark. So Pampered Coil says, I was just thinking I wish I could catch you live. And voila, love your channel. Yay! Hi, Pampered Coils. Thank you so much, girl. Thank you, girl. I'm so happy to have you here. So, I mean, I just started this video because I've been feeling a little sad. I haven't been depressed per se, but I have been feeling sad because my relationships with the people around me have been getting more difficult, and there has been more friction. And you know, it is a time where you feel really lonely, like you want to be around someone, but everyone else is giving you a hard time. And it's not as easy to communicate or to interact with the people, but you do feel like you want to be around them. So it's like a tough spot. Hey, hi there. Hi, Shay Cole. How you doing? So yeah, I mean, like if you guys have any questions or have any suggestions about how to deal with loneliness or how to deal with depression, especially at this time of the year, which is in the fall. No, I'm sorry, this is the winter. Where we've officially reached winter, where it's winter time and people are stressed out, like whether that be with school, with work, people are stressed out. It's tough, and I don't know what it is about this time. So Pampered Coil said, I totally understand. I'm dealing with that too, with family and friends. It's really tough. Same. My boyfriend acting crazy, y'all. He acting crazy. And I don't know how to deal with him. My family's acting crazy. My roommate is acting crazy. And I don't know. My roommate is acting seriously crazy. Like this girl was harassing me and threatening me. So, I mean, I try to get away. Like if you personally, what I am doing is I'm like spending a little time here, spending a little time there, and not like spending all my time in one place, especially when I have to share spaces with people. It's like, I don't know, man. I try to spend time with this lovely doggy right here. Buttercup, do you want to come here? Come here. Why you go away? I don't know why she left me. No, you're leaving. She likes to sleep on those pillows. Oh, so Shayco, Shayco said that's why the colonizers are lonely and depressed. Interesting, Shayco. Interesting. So Mud just said same here, having a hard time with my roommate. She is stalking me. Girl, when I stopped to be kind and respectful, she started to respect me and respect the limits. Majda, I wish that was the case with my roommate. When I stop to be respectful and kind, she'll just be even more nasty. So I have to cut all. I unfortunately like I have to cut all the kindness out, and I'm actually moving out, so I'm gonna get into my own space. I'm a little worried about that because it's like if I move out into my own space, would I be so lonely? But then like having your own space is nice, and I can always leave, and I don't have to worry about what anybody else is saying, or how they want things. So yeah, girl, we gotta get it together. We gotta figure out how to deal with these people. People are crazy out here trying to threaten you, demand, disrespect you. I don't know what's going on. And I mean, like a part of me just doesn't want to blame the fact that, you know, it's winter time and people are sad. Pampered Coils, you asking me how I deal. Girl, I was gone. Actually, my school put me in separate housing, like emergency housing, because she was acting so crazy. So I had my own little place for a little bit. I still have the key, but it's just too much work lugging my stuff back and forth and trying to get prepared in both places. Mina, I love you too, girl. Oh, Majda. Oh, you so nice. Thank you, Shay Cole and Majda. Y'all beautiful too. I can't wait till y'all start y'all channels so I can shout y'all out, so I can go over there and see what y'all talking about. I be like, I tell all my followers, you need to follow my friend. Jesse said, how come you popping today, sis? Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, yesterday I got my hair done. I got my hair straightened. So I was happy about that. Jesse, how do you deal with loneliness and depression? Yes, Shay Cole. Melanated people are the Aboriginal queens. Yes, melanated ladies. Yes, that's right. That's right. The first people on this earth were definitely melanated. No doubt. Without a doubt. Thank you guys. This is actually a shirt though. See, I got my pants on. This is a shirt. If y'all want to know where I got this shirt from Boohoo. Oh man. Another thing, I'm tired. Like I have so much stuff. Like sometimes getting rid of stuff can make you feel better too. If you feel sad, because you feel like, oh man, cleaning. If you got a clean space to stay in, that'll make you feel better and less depressed. I'm sure. I'm sure of it. So, you know, this is how I have been coping. But I definitely need to go out and get my own space. Incense, burning candles, and incense can help too. Definitely can. Do you guys burn any incense or candles to help lift your mood and to kind of stave off depression and loneliness? If y'all ever feeling lonely, y'all can leave a comment on one of my videos and say go live, and I'll go live and talk to y'all. That's another option. If you guys are interested in that option, just let me know. You can send me, you can go to my Instagram and send me a message. So my Instagram is @universe.trip. And you can go on there and send me a message and say, hey, can you go live? Yeah. Wait, what happened? Jesse, what you talking about? But if y'all ever want me to go live, I can go live if y'all feeling lonely. Shay Cole says, think about this. I wonder why the colonizers are afraid of melanated chocolate kings and queens of earth rising up again to the top. You know what? I tell you what. Have you ever heard of the saying, no one kicks a dead dog or a dog while it's dead? So no one attacks people who are not a threat, you know? So if a group of people knows that another group of people is powerful and capable, they're going to try to hold them back and oppress them. And that's exactly what they do. So Pampered Coils, what is your Instagram? So my Instagram is universe.trip. Hold on, I'm going to open it. Come on now. Okay. So it kind of looks like this. It's universe.trip. And you can send me a message here, and you can follow me. And if anytime you want me to go live, you want me to talk about a specific topic, I will do that. You're very welcome, Pampered Coils. I'll follow you back. As soon as you follow, I'll follow you back. I'm gonna look out for you. So Jesse says I read, exercise, watch funny comedy. Okay, comedy helps. Comedy is very useful. It's very helpful. Majda says she watched Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey gives some good advice, Majda. Steve Harvey gives some great advice. Sometimes, nobody's perfect. It's not like it's very politically correct advice. It's not like She-Ra's advice. Now that's real advice. And Jesse said, I start saying all the things I'm grateful for. Train your mind to have a better. Yes, that's a really good point, Jesse. That's actually an excellent point. I'm surprised I didn't think of bringing that up earlier. So if anything happens to you that you don't like, instead of just jumping to the idea that, oh, this is the worst thing that's ever happened to me, oh my gosh, train yourself to see something good in it. So for example, maybe my best friend, she said, oh, I'm coming over, Maya, I'm coming over, and she don't ever come. And I'm like, dang, this is horrible, but I'll be like, at least I got some extra time to maybe work on this, or do, make a video and talk to y'all. This is a chance for me to get something done. So you could just force yourself to see the silver lining in it or something good about it. That can help with keeping depression far, far, far away from your reality. If you train yourself to always see the good in anything that happens, even if it's seemingly something bad. And you're welcome, Pampered Coils. Jesse, depression is a habitual thought pattern. It becomes very addictive to stay in. Gotta take care of yourself, ladies, and create a nice environment for yourself. That's right. It is. No, it is definitely something. It's like what is that thing called? A self-fulfilling prophecy, or just getting in those loops of depression. Where are the beautiful chocolate ladies at? Oh, Shay Cole looking for y'all. Majda, Pampered Coils, Shay Cole out here looking for y'all. He said, where are the beautiful chocolate ladies? Where y'all at? Mina was here earlier. Shay Cole. Did you hit up Mina? Better check these people's channels out. Pampered Coils look like she got a channel. Let me go see. I can't even go find her channel yet. I have to wait until the video stops for me to go see y'all channels, but I'll go and subscribe to y'all too. Oh, if y'all could just put a like on this video, that would be very nice and very helpful as well. Just thumbs up this video. But yeah, if you can go play with a puppy, if you go find somebody, hey, come here. She's very nice and she's awesome. You can play with her. It'll make your depression feel less. Right, Buttercup? Right. Eat some fruits. Hang in there. Please do not commit suicide. So Jesse says, okay, Jesse's asking me, have you ever suffered bad depression since you doing good? Yeah. So right now I'm doing good. Right now I'm okay. Sometimes I feel sad because it's the wintertime and people around me are giving me a hard time. But when I was in Egypt, when I was in Cairo, living in Cairo for 10 months straight, that was the most depressed I've ever been in my life because of the noise pollution. I couldn't deal with it. And it's so dirty. and it's just it's a wild place. But that depression completely flipped around when I moved out to Sinai. I was depressed. I was so depressed. So like, have you noticed the videos I have on this channel about my bald spot and how I talk about how I use like 3 oils to grow back my bald spot? I got that bald spot because I was depressed, and I didn't even know you could lose hair from that much. I mean, because depression is like a stressor though. Like I was so unhappy. I wouldn't go outside because it was just so overwhelming in that city. But when I left to go to Alexandria and Sinai, I was good. Just Cairo was really hard to live in. Cairo was super, super difficult city to live in. Yeah. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go now, you know. It was really nice talking to you guys. I love talking to you guys. Um, and I just want to be here to support anyone because oh my gosh, I hope they pick this up, please. Okay, good. Okay. So I'm gonna go. I want to support you guys. If you ever want me to talk to you guys, if you ever want me to come live, I will. Just hit me up on Instagram. I'm at universe.trip, and I'll make time for you guys, especially this winter, especially mid-December, because I'll have time. I'll have a break from school, and I can just come on live and talk to you guys and answer any questions or cover any topics that you're interested in. Yeah, take care, Jesse. See you later. Thank you, Pamper Koi. See you later. Bye, guys. See ya.